Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
It is Thursday afternoon, the 2nd of August. Here's a barn built in 1901. Been restored as part of the Heritage Barn of the State of Washington collection. And we're at the, oh, there's a real windmill. Air Motor from Chicago. We're at the Puget Sound Antique Tractor and Machine Association show, and we're at the Bethesda Park, and they got a huge variety of tractors and equipment. International Harvester is the feature tractor that we'll be seeing, and last night we watched some of the tractor pulling, and we'll watch some more of that this afternoon. But in the meantime, we're just gonna kind of have a stroll around here and have a look. As you can see down there, we got some steam traction engines going, and all manner of steam and gasoline and diesel powered tractors and equipment. Well, one of the first things we're going to look at here is the engine barn, and this behemoth in front of us here is an Atlas Imperial Diesel. According to the sign, it's an Atlas Imperial Diesel engine company from Oakland, California, 1929, 200 horsepower, 325 RPM, a 10-inch bore, a 13-inch stroke, weighs 24,000 pounds. Yeehaw! That is a bruiser. You can see a little bit, yeah, huge cylinders here, 6-cylinder. Pretty impressive machine. Pretty impressive machine. I guess this end down here would be flywheel that they could hook a belt to, pulley, and drive various pieces of equipment. And we're gonna go have us a little look through the barn here. Okay, what we're gonna pan back in for a minute here, and I don't know if the picture comes out very well. That's a lumber mill, and I guess it's Winchester, Idaho, and this was used to run the various mill pieces of equipment. I'm sure the saws and what have you, and this is what that puppy looks like. Now, how's that for a flywheel? What's that, about 10-12 foot in diameter? Just an incredible piece of hardware. Pretty cool anyhow. And they're not going to be able to run it. They had a mechanical failure on it, but this one and a couple of other engines over in the shed there are run by this steam boiler right here. And we got some other steam activity over here. Well, we got excuse me, gentlemen. Well, yeah, we got a lift truck too, but we got it says Rumley over here. I guess he's going to try to park it. Or else he's got to run into a bunch of red tape. Well, let's see if we can move around here. Get around this darn lift truck. A Rumley oil pull. Quite a beast. Well, I don't know what the heck that is. Different, that's for sure. Well, they got a little bit of something for everybody. We got, looks like a Plymouth there. Old, it says Studebaker. A 31 Ford. It's about a 57 Fairlane convertible with the retractable top. Pretty interesting. And a Bug convertible. I'm guessing it's a 1929 Ford. It's got 29 license plates on it. About a 63, 64 Mercury. A Ford Maverick. Oh, here we go. Here's an international truck. A couple of international trucks. I don't see any sign that says what kind of what particular year or model or whatever it is. Looks like it's fairly original. And we have an international, if I can get close enough here, it says L160. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was still used. And I love my truck Dodge. And I'm not real sure what this is. Oh, it's a Willys coupe. 1940 it says. Somebody's got a couple of dollars into that. It says Chrysler Firepower. Wow. And it says Hemi on the side of the hood. A 392 Hemi. So, again, quite a beast. Anybody in the market for a chainsaw carving? Looks like a pretty good place to start. Okay, here's some international crawlers. Here's a TD18. And it looks like it's in fairly original condition. Oh, it's got a plaque on it. Let's go up and have a look and see what it says on the plaque. Built 1947, a model T18 wide track used by Franz Farm in Moses Lake, Washington to work the wheat fields. And it's a diesel though. It says TD18 up there on the gas tank. And here is a 1950 TD6 with a blade. I'm gonna have to get some still photos of this stuff too. Here's a McCormick Dealing, a 1938 T35 wide track. Skagit Valley, Mount Vernon areas where this came from. And 46 TD6 used to farm in the Spokane area. Ooh, here's a TD14A built in 1950. Let's get over on the other side of the street here and see what we can find. And a few wide range of repair. Now I'm going to have a look at this little track thing here. I'm not sure what the heck it is. It says 2A on the side there. That's what's left of it. Well, just to say I'm diverse and inclusive. There's the Minneapolis Molines, the Cases, the Fords, and 4 or 5 Massey Harris down there. And these guys have been checking this thing out. We can't figure out what the heck it is though. It says a midget crawler tractor, but it's sure different.
A 113-4.
Okay. And we've got lots and lots of farmalls. Lots of farmalls. And you name it, here they got it. Oh, there's a 1468. I'm sorry, a 1466. And I believe it's a really nice 350 there. Beautiful 1206 and an 806 next to it. A nice 240 and a 404. Still got the fender radio on it. Doesn't have its markings yet. Those seem to have disappeared. Maybe it's still a project. Nice MD. Here's the Persian orange row here. Quite a few of them here. In fact, I heard some gossip that they're having the gathering of the orange next year in this facility. Well, here's a 4568 and a 3588. They look like they've been cleaned up a bit, but other than that, they seem to be fairly original. Pretty faded. Pretty faded. A D21 industrial. Those have to be few and far between. It looks like it's been freshly restored. All brand new rubber.
Right. I mean, it's just
all brand new rubber.
70-80 maroon belly.
And a D21. A couple of D21s just been kind of, maybe they've been hosed off, and that's about it. WD-45 diesel. And let's see here. One, two, three in a row, 210s. Right there. Here's a, this is an Allis-Chalmers 440. A really nice D21. And I'm not sure, it looks like, oh, it's a D17 diesel. This tractor pulled last night. So, carry on here. Ooh, here's an Oliver 1600 high clearance. So we got a Super 44, a Super 55, a Super 99 diesel, a 1600 high clearance, a 1850 with a front wheel assist. I don't know what all the hoses are about in the front, what's under that cover. Not much on my Olivers, so, and some more vintage Olivers. And a couple of Oliver Industrials. That's definitely not Federal Yellow. An Oliver 88 Industrial and an Oliver 66, or excuse me, an Oliver 60 Industrial. Here's a big Oliver 990 with a Generous Motors diesel in it. And 2255. It's got a Caterpillar engine in it. So I don't know, I'm not sure if that's somebody's creation. They did a heck of a nice job on it if they did. An Oliver Standard 77 and a Standard 88. And they got what looks like kind of a permanent John Deere assembled at each of tractor's facilities here. Got a sign. Anyhow, I think I'm going to switch over to still picture mode. Well, here's a 1954 Super HTA. And I know I've heard all the arguments, so I'm not trying to defend this, but I just had a chat with the owner. He says he bought it in an estate sale about 75-80 miles from Hinsdale. Bought it quite a while ago. Didn't say specifically. He says other than the decal, and there's a little bit of an epoxy down by the shifting tower, and I was going to have a, see if I could try to find what he was talking about. Anyhow, he believes it to be a not a representation, but he thinks it may well very well be true. Serial number 504, one of 9 prototypes that they put together, and he says you can't say one way or the other, but he believes it to be fairly real. Like I say, bought it in an estate sale. Anyhow, that's the story. Well, here's some boys heading for the track, the pulling track. John Deere Diesel 80 power steering. Maybe I'll walk over here in the shade and maybe get a little bit of better view of it. And here comes the Farmall 706. I was chatting with him a little earlier. Apparently he was a little heavy, so he was back in the display area taking a couple of things off. Well, we're back at the pulls. Got a Farmall 560 out there creating a little duck. Considerably more dusty tonight than it was last night. Kind of roaming around, get a little traction there. Sounding good. Lots of power. feet so far, 261, 265. Okay, now we have a modified Farmall 200 with Cheryl Roberts, aka Mrs. Red Rider, for you people on the Red Power Forum. 55, 200.
Okay, we get our numbers right. 200 is this. And she comes all the way from the big city of Chicala, Washington. Her and Dick come up, break 2-3 tractors, and do a fine job.
And her husband's over there. Okay, here she goes.
Running. She decided to turn over there a little bit to the right, get some more solid part of the track.
Big meets on the 200.
Miles an hour, and I heard the horn honking, but she's got quite a ways to go. She's down to the coast now. No more horn honking after we pass the cone. Nice looking.
Looking good so far.
You hear kind of a funny moaning and groaning and squeaking from the sled. There's a few little small pebbles of rock mixed into the dirt here on our whole track. Weight both those little rods, they kind of hold and roll, so that doesn't feel very good.
Okay, she's up to 280, 290, or excuse me, 190. Now she's about run out of steam. 206, 207, 208, 23. 208.23 feet. Okay, now we're going to have the Mr. Red Robert, or excuse me, Red Rider, Dick Roberts, in the Super Duper M that he built. He posted pictures of it on the Red Power Forum. And his wife Cheryl was out here a little while ago in her warmed over Farmall 200, pulling in the 6,000 pound class. So here he goes.
Probably about 40, 45 horsepower.
Dick. 185.22. 185.22. You know, one thing about all of Dick's tractors, they're mostly pullers. They're fairly heavily modified. But boy, they're just beautiful tractors. He does great work. Great paint jobs. A lot of attention to detail. Beautiful tractors. Just for a little variety, let's have a look at a D14 Allis-Chalmers. Has some oversized wheels on it in the back. Looks like he's having a pretty good pull. Oh. Oh, disqualified. Going too fast. He got the horn. That doggone horn's a pain in the butt. But I guess rules are rules. Boy, he didn't miss it by much though. Oh, there goes. Oh well. He's having fun. 213, 218, 225, 230, 235, 245, and he's on his way to Seattle. 252, 262, 267.14. Okay, next up we got a 1946G. Haven't heard what weight class he's in. Get that sled out of the way. Okay, here he comes. You hear this thing hit, but when he gets under low, you watch out this thing kind of pops pretty good. This is the biggest of the John Deere ag tractor. This is the one that was replaced by the 70 and 720 and 730. Big Okay. Well, here's the rooster at rest. Bob's. No, that's not his. I take it back. I lied. 806 diesel with some serious meats on it. A Massey Harris 55 with the V8. 4320, beautiful clean restored tractor, the 620. I hope that 2-cylinder engine doesn't ruin my sound system. There's the little D214. I understand the whole family pulls. Okay, well, we got the rooster and we got the Banty is down here now. That's Bob's 666. That's a beauty. Well, this is the Roberts family, Dick and Cheryl Roberts, Chehalis, Washington. One of 15,197 built from 1954 to 56. The 1955 Farmall 200 C123 engine. Quite a beast though. I love those big fat meats he's got on the back of her. But again, like all of Dick's tractors, beautiful condition, real nice paint job. Good looking tractor. Good looking tractor. And Dick just bugged out on the super duper M. He just apparently came back here to shift some weights. That's him. You see him in the distance, cruising up in the gap in the trees there. Gonna have another go at it, I guess. He took a weight off the, looked like about a 100-pound weight off the front and put it on the back. So he's gonna have another go. Now here comes a Allis-Chalmers WD-45, single front wheel. Young lady having a go at it. Whoa, coming to a screeching halt already. No, there she goes. Pokes a few more feet out of her. No, that was all she wrote for her. got a Ford 4000. Farmall H there. We got a Massey Ferguson 95. John Deere 720 standard. Behind in front of the 720, it looks like an old John Deere D. In 70, an Alice, an old case. Like I say, quite a collection. Okay, and here we've got a John Deere 620, maybe. Yep, a 620. Up to about 90 feet so far. Not going very fast. This is no danger of breaking the speed limit. To 133, 140, 150. Well, he's still creeping along. 166. 172 and 174.84. It's all over for the John Deere 620. Next up we have a Massey Harris. Like maybe a 55. Wouldn't swear to it. Looks like it's still in its work clothes, old work clothes. Gonna have a go at it. Going strong. Whoa! 220. And he's still going. 230. Oh! Green flag. 239.66. Okay. A weird sounding John Deere with a two-cycle engine, a John Deere 435. Did 239.68 in his 435 diesel with the two-cycle engine. I don't know who made the two-cycle engine, GM or if it's the John Deere engine. It just sounds so weird for John Deere. Something kind of interesting. A Minneapolis Moline G, I believe it is. LP gas. Beautiful shape. And speaking of Minneapolis Moline, here comes one. Not much noise, but he's moving along at a pretty good pace. feet. Oh, not much. 211.34. Excuse me, 211.67. Okay, here comes Dick Roberts, aka Red Rider, on his Super Duper M. I guess he's trying to get some traction here. He's one we were down in the pits with a little while ago chatting, and he moved away from the front of the tractor to the rear of the tractor. Oh, dead. 194.52. Oh, gee. Dick is not happy. Okay, next we've got the Banty, little brother to the Rooster, the 666. It's going to be driven tonight by Keith Noon. He's a partner in crime of Gonzo Bob, and he's moving pretty good. Whoa, 243.87. 243 point something. Can't quite read it in the glare. Whew. Great run. Okay, this will be entertaining. A warmed over little Ford V8 with some big honking tires. Little blonde gal on there. Or maybe a white-haired grandma. 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 308, and she's on her way to Seattle. Well, here's a Case LA. Lots and lots of torque in those old cases. Big cubes, long strokes. Road, 180 feet, 180.40 for the Case LA. Okay, here comes apparently fairly modified Oliver. Nice and quiet and smooth, that 6-cylinder engine. Huge back rubber. It's a road prop 77. He's up to 250, 260, 270, 280, and 305. Yeehaw! Okay, here's something we haven't seen. A Ford 4000. Not moving very fast, cranking a lot of RPM. Haven't seen him pull yet. Going kind of diagonally across the track. I'm not sure about the wisdom of that. The announcer said he had a turbo diesel in it. Sounds kind of weird. she was cranky. Okay, let's see how a Massey 95 does. Moving pretty slow. Maybe the speed limit thing is an issue for him. Chugging along. Sounds like he's turning up the fuel a bit. 179.84. As you can see, the bigger boys are coming. We got a 4320 John Deere over there, and he's one of the heavier classes. So it looks like they're going to get the lighter weight tractors out of here and do the heavier one. You can see you got a couple of big Allis-Chalmers up there by the tree line. Those are the bigger, more powerful, faster tractors. Farm all 8 with a single front wheel. Button right along. And here's the second half of the H pull. Slow but steady. Up to 145 feet. Just chugging right along. Got the tire pressure down in the tires. You can see the sidewalls wrinkling. Driver's bouncing up and down in the seat. I don't know. I've heard pros and cons about whether that actually does any good or not. Up to 187. Still chugging along. The RPM seem to be holding up pretty well. Oh, looks like he's about out of momentum there. Yeah, he's digging. 204.74. Okay, here's a Allis-Chalmers D21. Breaking all kinds of speed limits. Excuse me, 223.86. The D21 with a D19 front end under it. Okay, now we have an Allis 190 XT breaking their speed limit. Got her just about right now, apparently. Two-tone paint job on that. Running out of steam. So we did 186.59. 186.59. Good looking tractor though. Broke the speed limit for a second there, but looks like she's doing pretty well. Pretty good. Oh, no. 202.01. shape. Up to 180, 185, 190, 200, 219, 222, 223, 223.12. Okay, here we have a Farmall 806, an 1863 806. First time I've watched him pull. Got some serious meat on the back there. And here we go. Oh, went over the speed limit. The horn blows now, he's out of business, but a little over 200 feet. Oh, there she goes. 209, no, 210.08. See the distance display over there. Okay. And we got another little V8 Ford coming up here. This ought to be entertaining. To Oregon. 338.63. Woo! Entertaining polo. Okay. 1256 International. Custom paint job. Up to 187, 190. Oh! 202, no, 204.00 feet. So this tractor is going to pull 11,000 pounds, 8 miles per hour class. And apparently it's a working tractor. He uses it on a daily basis and actually drove it down here to the pulls. Not sure if it's a 1066 or a 1466. Turbo diesel. We'll see here in a moment how he does. Oh yeah, that's a 1066. Oop, oop. Okay, here's Gonzo Bob in the 1066 Rooster. That's it for my battery tonight. 277.36 feet. 277.36. I heard the horn blow. I don't know if that was if it was a disqualified or what there was. Anyhow, an exciting display anyhow.